It's too early in the morning for this. Mega Man.
Mega Man, Mega Man, Mega Man. After 24 years, over 50 games, and 7 franchises since 1987, the Blue Bomber has made his way onto every major console and handheld in one form or another, starting with the NES. It gained popularity by being the first game to include the non-linear level select system, as well as the ability to gain a boss's weapon and use it against another boss, though this system wasn't perfected until Mega Man 3.
But in between Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 3, there was one that was stupid, pointless, and is considered the best among a majority of the fans and by the series creator, Mega Man 2.
The first problem was the Japanese name of this game, Rakumantu, Dr. Wily no Nazo, translating out to the mystery of Dr. Wily.
Every bit of research I did for this game led me to believe that there was absolutely nothing but the title that hinted towards this mystery.
In fact, this title has no payoff until the very end of the game, when Dr. Wily transforms into an alien. Except that when you beat the bastard, it turns out that it was nothing more than a holographic projection! It feels as if this title was to justify putting in the alien. I think the alien is cool in design, but naming the game Mystery of Dr. Wily, having no build-up to the mystery, having him be not only a joke of a boss, but also a joke of a final boss, and then having the mystery be complete and utter bullshit is not enough to justify putting in the alien!
And to make this worse, this wasn't the last game in the series to pull this bullshit either. And it was done recently!
Mega Man 10, Threat from Outer Space. The story has nothing to do with space, and the enemies and bosses are not space-themed either. The only threat from outer space in this game is the last level of Dr. Wily's castle. And I'm not counting the special stages of the Mega Man Killers. Those stages are downloadable content.
Oh wait, no they're not!
Downloadable content is something that you have to download to add it to the game. But this content is already in the fucking game! So you're paying just to unlock them. It's like buying a TV and then having to pay separately to get the remote to fucking work.
Okay, new topic. This one's hurting me to absolutely no end.
Next, I want to debunk the Metal Blade as the best weapon out of all the Mega Man games. In truth, it is actually the worst weapon out of all because it is absolutely broken. These things are way too powerful. They do more than double the damage as your normal shot. You can use them almost infinitely, and they can be fired in any direction. It's not like the Shadow Blade in Mega Man 3 that has a limited distance before returning. The Metal Blade has no limits. Sure, a few bosses and enemies are immune to it, but there's one boss in particular who is instantly killed by it. Metal Man, the guy you get it from.
What the fuck? How is he instantly killed by his own fucking weapon? It's like a fish being killed by water!
Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. And to top that off, the other weapons aren't any better. The Quick Boomerang restores weapon energy when it returns to you. The Leaf Shield will fly off of you when you press the D-pad, but not when you jump. The Crash Bomb drains way too much energy per shot. The Bubblehead is as useful as the Holy Water in Castlevania 2. The Air Shooter... okay, that one is fine. You can charge the Atomic Fire, but it's not very atomic. And for some reason, you can't stop using the Time Stopper.
Okay, new topic. I think this is going to be a pattern today.
My next topic of complaint is not something that I normally complain about. It's the graphics. I mean, look at this shit! It looks so bland and boring! You cannot tell me that any of these levels even look remotely interesting. And on top of the boring graphics, this game overloads itself a lot by putting too many things on the screen than it can handle, which leads to horrible amounts of flickering. This is at its worst when you fight the bosses in Dr. Wily's castle, especially Dr. Wily himself, where I encountered death by a bouncing ball that didn't even fucking touch me!
Next topic!
The next problem is with the level select system. I normally encounter one or two problems when it comes to level selects. The levels are either labeled in some type of sequential manner, such as A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, as done in the games Power Blade or Shatterhand, or the levels have varying degrees of difficulty. This game is the latter. The stages of a level select should be like a round table. There is no one that is better than the other, but stages of higher degrees of difficulty should be reserved for the next tier of stages, whether it's another level select or it's a linear set of stages. But this game fails in all departments. When you look at the long track of frustrating disappearing blocks that hover over traps of doom in Heatman's level, or the hyper beams of instant death in Quickman's stage, and then compare it to the simple, easy-to-pass levels of Woodman or Flashman, you realize that there is some truth behind this. The stages are either too easy with easy bosses, or the stages are too difficult with difficult bosses. But to make matters worse, this imbalance is also apparent in the final stages of Castle Wily. Example, Stage 2, completely easy. Stage 3, short, easy, and the boss is a pushover. Stage 4, long, filled with invisible floors, and riding platforms over pits of spikes of instant death that lead up to a boss that can only be defeated by using every ounce of energy possible from only one specific weapon in a very specific way.
Quite the jump in difficulty, isn't it?
And might I remind you about the joke of a final boss? Yes, he's weak to only one weapon. Yes, everything else but his weakness weapon fully heals him. Yes, touching him inflicts heavy damage. But all of this is shut to hell because he's too fucking predictable. He moves in a figure 8 and fires off a single bullet every now and again, all of which you can easily dodge, making him the worst final boss of the entire series. With that, I conclude that this game has no proper balance to it whatso-fucking-ever.
And there is still an amalgamation of too many little things that piss me off.
Why does Crashman's level extend into outer space? Where in the hell is Quickman that requires those fucking laser traps in the first place? Why are there fire-breathing dogs in a forest stage? Why did they set up the booping trap in that fucking ridiculous way? Why do I need item 3 if I already have item 1? Where the hell did these items even come from in the first place? Why can't I stop using the time stopper? And why is Quickman even hurt by it? Why is the normal mode the easy setting and the difficult mode the original normal Japanese difficulty? Why are there slits that you can slide through if you can't slide? How does one man even use those leaves? Why can't I beat Airman?
Why?
I just love it when an evil plan comes together.
Shove it, Wily, I'm not done with you.
And the mere existence of this game adds stupidity to the story of my personal favorite, Mega Man 3. Dr. Wily stole Dr. Light's robots and caused mass chaos with them in the first one. He then built 8 of his own and then tries to take his revenge. Then why the hell are Dr. Light and Mega Man so easily trusting of him in the third game after he's been a dick twice? That makes Dr. Light and Mega Man look like complete naive morons. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the existence of this sucky game causes other games to suck. If you removed it from the series, you'd actually improve the fucking series. So if Mega Man ever gets a modern relaunch, I don't want Mega Man 2 to be remade, I want it fucking omitted.
Oh god, it fucking hurts. I must numb the pain. No, no, Bacardi must help somehow. I know. Ah, much better.